The following is a presentation of WCMP Sports, local sports.
Past the 25, to the 20, to the 15, he's going to high step into the end zone, touchdown!
Here, wide receivers split each side.
He's still going into the end zone.
East Central Minnesota, the action starts now. To bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to tonight's broadcast of high school football, the first broadcast of high school football on the brand new fall sports season here for WCMP and KBEK. I, of course, am Ethan Game Day Gilman, and I'll be bringing you all the action from tonight's game here in Finlayson, Minnesota, where the East Central Eagles are set to host the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars here tonight in a crosstown matchup. Here are two teams very close to each other, very familiar with each other, but in different sections. East Central, of course, plays in Section 7 Single A, while, Hinckley-Finlayson plays in Section 7 Double A. East Central in the district northeast silver part of the district. Of course, again, football now plays in districts, not conferences or anything like that. So it is districts now for football. And as we take a look at these two teams here this evening, it should be a good one. Again, these two rivals. I've called this game actually a few times in my broadcast career. It's been a good one every time I have been out to call it, and I'm expecting another good one here this evening. It should be another fun one here for both of these teams, kicking off the regular season here this evening at East Central High School. Again, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman, bring you the broadcast of tonight's high school football game. Don't forget, over on 106.5 FM, AM 1350, and on our website at WCMPradio.com. We will have live video here this evening, thanks to Mr. Grosskreutz allowing us to get on that huddle cam tonight. Grosskreutz, there we go. Getting us on that huddle camera here this evening. Make my job a lot easier, at least. We'll get a better product on the air for you as well. Both teams getting out there, warming up here for this evening's matchup. Kickoff just about 25 minutes away from kickoff. Again, we'll be on that huddle cam out here on the field at Bruce Harding Field at East Central High School. Fans are starting to spill in. They did have open house here tonight at East Central High School, so fans filling in from the high school, getting back from open house and filling into the stands. East Central fans starting to fill in here. We're starting to fill up. Should be a great night for some football here as we take a look at the weather here for this evening. We are currently sitting at 75 degrees. We've got a nice breeze out there as well, so going to be a great, great night for football. That breeze coming in feels absolutely fantastic. So I'm sure it feels even better out on the field with those guys running around in full pads. But again, here at Bruce Harding Field at East Central High School for this high school football matchup between the East Central Eagles and the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars. We'll take a moment to hear a word from our fine sponsors. I want to thank them for sponsoring this broadcast, and we'll also hear a word from an interview that I had with some of the coaches, and then we'll come back and we should be nearly set for kickoff. So why don't we take some time to hear a word from our fine sponsors, get to hear that interview, and then we'll be back again closer to kickoff here in the high school football season debut between the East Central Eagles hosting the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars. You're listening to high school football on 106.5 FM, AM 1350, WCMP.
Fall flowers. I love them. I'm going to hang on to the gardening season as long as possible. Thanks to Beaver Meadow, I can. Right now, Beaver Meadow has a huge selection of mums in different colors and sizes. All fruit and shade trees, all shrubs and perennials are 25% off, which works out perfectly because fall is a great time to plant trees. Thank you, Beaver Meadow. My place is going to look amazing. Beaver Meadow, just one exit south of Hinckley.
Hey, this is Rachel from Daggett's and Hinckley. All week long, enjoy boneless top sirloin steaks, certified Angus beef, just $6.99 a pound while supplies last. Get sizzling and save big at Daggett's.
Hey girl, good to see you. You look great. What are you doing?
Oh, thanks. Been watching what I eat, like eating fresh.
Sounds awesome, but how do you do that living around here?
Chris's Food Center in Sandstone.
Chris's Food Center in Sandstone?
Yep, Chris's Food Center has top quality produce and meats, which helps me to buy fresh ingredients for me and my family.
Find Chris's Food Center online to view their weekly ads at chrisfoodcenter.com. Eat better, buy more, and spend less at Chris's Food Center in Sandstone. Open 7 days a week.
We're now joined by the Hinckley-Finlayson football coach, Todd Visser. First of all, how many years have you been coaching here, the head coach at Hinckley-Finlayson, and then how many years have you been coaching altogether?
This will be my 4th year as head coach, and I was in the program before that. My total football coaching experience is right around 9 years.
Okay. And looking towards the team now, how is the roster shaping up? Are there a lot of new guys, a lot of returning players, or is it kind of a good mix?
Yeah, we have a good mix. We graduated 9 or 10 seniors last year, so we definitely have some positions to fill. But our younger class, our sophomores, put in a lot of time in the weight room over the winter and have stepped into those positions pretty well. So we have some young linemen, but physically they look like they're ready to go.
Awesome. And do we know who the team captains are yet? And if so, could you tell us?
Sure. We're going to go with all our seniors as captains, and we have Griffin Steele returning, Trey Visser, Hunter Bork, Matthias Linson, Bradley Workman, Dylan Lewis is joining us for the first year. Noah Brendamore is also a senior, is joining us for the first year, and then we have Gabe Delaney finishing out our seniors.
Awesome, thank you. And obviously this team the last couple of years has had some really good success, made some deep playoff pushes, and I'm sure this group of seniors, and not just seniors, the entire team wants to do just that. But how do you make sure that that they're focusing one game at a time, because I'm sure it can be pretty difficult for them to try and want to match that success from previous seasons?
Yeah, that's true. It is. Some of our young guys have maybe witnessed 1 year of that, success. So they are a little easier than keeping the seniors focused. But they know that it's a long season and that you have to put in the work beforehand to get yourself there, that it's not just a given that when playoff season rolls around that, you're given that playoff win or 2 playoff wins.
Absolutely. And looking back at the team, have there been any players from these first couple weeks of practice or even maybe some scrimmages, are there any players who have stood out to you or even just made a jump in their play from last year?
Yeah. We have our 3 returning seniors that are returning starters who are going to probably lead us all season, and that's Griffin Steele. He's a returning running back, and last year he had over 1,000 all-purpose yards for us. And then we have Trey Visser at quarterback. This will be his 3rd returning year as starting quarterback. And we have Hunter Bork. This will be his 2nd year starting on the line. And then a couple of younger guys that have jumped out is Holden Williams and Isaac Brendamore have really shown good promise here early on.
Awesome, man. And you mentioned the passing game, and I think, a ton of teams around here run the ball pretty well, as does your team, but I feel like that passing game has shown itself, especially late in games, and it can be a big asset, especially in those late game situations. How has that been with your team, trying just to get them versed well in both the run and pass?
Right, and we're set up in a power T formation most of the time. That's our base. And over the last couple of years, you're right, we have tried to incorporate the pass just a little bit more, but we're even bringing in a few extra things this year regarding the pass, and hopefully have a little bit better mix throughout the season so that when it does come, later in the season, we're understanding what we can do to tweak that passing game a little bit to help open our run game up just a little, because teams start to figure out that they can put a number of players in the box against the power T and sometimes find some success in shutting us down. So we want to be able to have both pieces available for us.
Absolutely. And looking at the success this team has had, what is something that you had success with last year that you would like to see translate into success again this year?
We're definitely going to be still run first. We set our Hinckley-Finlayson rushing record last year with over 2,800 yards rushing. I think that's the most we've ever had here at Hinckley, and we still would like that to be our base, and we'll continue to work hard at that and make adjustments as needed as defenses change that for us.
For sure, and we've talked a lot about the offense, but now looking at the defensive side of the ball, this defense, very aggressive and a very good defense the last couple of years. What is something that you would like to see from this defense here this week and then leading up to the game tomorrow night?
We have a good core middle linebacker coming back in Stephen Clare. He's tough in the middle and pursues hard to the ball. Getting our linebackers to step up against other teams' runs, and then we do need to shore up our cornerback play just a little bit. Last year we gave up a couple of deep balls that kept a few games a little closer than we would have liked. So we've been working hard with our corners on coverages and body position and footwork and that type of thing. So we're hoping that pays off in our coverage against teams that like to throw against us.
Absolutely, and talking about the game tomorrow night against East Central, obviously week one, there's still going to be some things that are getting ironed out here, but what is something that just overall you'd like to see from the team in that game tomorrow night?
We preach firing out low and fast for our linemen as well as our backs, and we talk pad level every day at practice, and players probably get tired of hearing it, but that's really what we need to focus on is coming out low and controlling that line of scrimmage with low pad level. So if we can do that, we'll be in pretty good shape.
For sure. And looking at the season as a whole and the team, what are some of your goals or expectations for this season?
We're in Section 7-2A, obviously, and we've had a couple of teams join. Now Aiken is in this section, so a team used to playing 3A dropping down to 2A is definitely going to be a tough opponent. And Moose Lake is always tough in the section, and Crosby's always tough. So for us, a goal would be to finish in that top part of the section, hopefully in top 1, 2, or 3 spot is a goal that we're looking for. And then the games that we kind of look at through the season that are games we know we should compete and come out on top, we want to take those a week at a time and make sure we take care of business on those weeks.
For sure. And again, looking at this season, what is something that you're most excited for about this season?
This group brings great energy and just the teamwork from this group this year. They're a tight-knit group, and they're encouraging each other at practice. It's good to see a lot of high fives. In some of our conditioning drills, we run, we work ladders and things like that. And for the guys that, our linemen, it's a tough conditioning drill. But our backs will run back out there and help them finish and get across the line. So it's nice to see players picking each other up and encouraging each other.
Yeah, no doubt. And I know as a coach, you don't like to look too far ahead. It's week by week, game by game. But are there any matchups or games on the schedule that you're looking forward to? We
always look forward to Rush City. There's always a good battle between Rush and us, and we have them the third week in Rush. We hope to. I think it was a 6 or an 8 point game last year, so we'd like to be able to get that one and get a win against Rush. It's been a couple of years since we've had a game or a win against Rush. And then Moose Lake is always the team that, they set the bar high, and we'd love to be able to go into their place and compete with them and have a chance at the end of the game.
Absolutely. And Coach, that is all that I have for you here today. Is there anything else that you wanted to add?
No, we appreciate you taking the time and reaching out to us, and hope to see you at a few games this year.
Absolutely, no doubt. And Coach, I just want to say thank you again for taking time out of your day to do this. It's greatly appreciated, and want to wish you good luck on the season.
Thank you very much.
Need a quick, juicy, and tasty dinner idea? All week, grab a whole rotisserie chicken hot from the Daggett's Deli for $7.99 each. For that price, why not grab 2? See you at Daggett's in Hinckley.
Today's WCMP deal of the day is the Country Store in Grantsburg. Get $10 towards your purchase for just $5. Get discounted food or even gas for your vehicle at the Country Store. Find this and other great deals at WCMPradio.com/deals.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
Back here on WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350, and WCMPradio.com. Out here at Bruce Harding Field, the home of the East Central Eagles, who will be hosting the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars tonight in this Week 1 matchup. Here to kick off the brand new 2023 fall sports season. And we are excited here for this one. These two teams have played each other plenty over the years, and it looks to be a fun matchup again here this evening. Taking a look at how these two teams fared last year, it was a 1-8 finish for the East Central Eagles. That one win came over Mille Lacs. It was a pretty convincing win, 27-6. They got it on the road at Onamia. Again, a pretty convincing win there. But again, a lot of this game last year was at Hinckley-Finlayson. It was a 33-20 win for Hinckley-Finlayson. But I tell you what, no matter what kind of seasons either of these teams are having, when these two teams face off, it is a fun and exciting game. Again, doesn't matter what kind of year each team is having. It is competitive. It is always hard-hitting, and I expect it to be no different again this year. It's always a fun matchup here between these two teams. These two teams always go at it really well, and they know each other really well. I'm sure there's friends on either side. I mean, these towns are within just miles of each other, so they probably know each other pretty well. Of course, they probably have played against each other, as I mentioned before, plenty of times before. We've got returning players on both sides of the ball who probably know this game real well, so both of these teams are looking forward to kickoff here this evening. And again, I'm excited here for this one, and we are just about set for kickoff, only a few minutes away here at beautiful Bruce Harding Field at the home of the East Central Eagles here in Finlayson, Minnesota. So while we've got some more time, we'll take some time to hear a word from our fine sponsors once again, and then we should be set for kickoff here at East Central, the home of the Eagles, where the Eagles will host the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars here this evening in a Week 1 kickoff to the 2023 fall sports season, the first football game of the year for us. And don't forget, over on 100.9 FM and 95.5 FM, Adam Hefty on the call of that Rush City Baram game. So two rivalries in one night, a rivalry night here on Q Media. A good night for some football. Beautiful night out, sitting at about 75 degrees here this evening. Clouds are rolling on out. We got a nice breeze out there. Should be a lot of fun here for football action. So again, we'll take a moment to hear a word from our sponsors, and then when we come back, we should be set for kickoff here at Bruce Harding Field. You're listening to high school football on 106.5 FM, AM 1350, WCMP.
Wellia Health is here to keep you feeling your best so you can enjoy all the things you love best. You can count on us for your eye exams, mental health services, rehabilitation, wellness exams, urgent care, and much more. At Wellia Health, our goal is to help you live life well. Let Wellia Health help you get back to your best. Give us a call today to set up an appointment. 320-679-1313. WelliaHealth.org.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a 4-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Did you know that Franzen Bank and Trust is a
Check.
Minnesota-owned company?
This is a
and
test.
one of the
1,
largest
2,
community
3,
banks
4.
around. That's a great combination. As a community bank, they're dedicated to their customers and the communities they serve. You might say they're big enough to help, small enough to care. Last March, they provided $20,000 in grants to 6 different Minnesota communities. They also processed well over 1,700 PPP loans, allowing local small businesses to keep their employees on the payroll during the pandemic. Franzen Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC.
Are you looking for a position where your role impacts the community around you? Then look no further than Burnett Dairy
Test check
Cooperative
one
in
again.
Grantsburg,
Test,
Wisconsin.
test.
Owned by the farmers in your community, Burnett Dairy offers numerous career options with various responsibilities and growth opportunities. Positions such as CDL drivers, who work closely with our farmers, cheese production, creating award-winning cheeses, and retail store clerks making someone's day better. Visit BurnettDairy.com and click on Careers to join our herd.
Kettle River Pizza loves supporting all the local teams. And if your team is interested in fundraising, well, they've got you covered. Kettle River Pizza has years of experience in fundraising for local teams, organizations, and clubs, and they would like to help you too. With their experience and the fact that Kettle River Pizza is an easy sell, your fundraiser is bound to be a great success. Visit Kettle River Pizza online and click on their fundraising tab. Kettle River Pizza, a winner every time. Grab a few at your local convenience or grocery store for after the game.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you will embrace forever.
Daggett's Fresh Foods is helping with your barbecue. All week long, get frozen baby back ribs for $2.99 a pound, whole seedless watermelon for $4.99 each, and fresh Minnesota sweet corn, 10 for $4.99. Come in and save big in Hinckley this week.
Hey, you looking for a reliable propane supplier? Look no further than Burnett Dairy Propane. Proud to serve you, providing top-notch propane services all year round, offering convenient delivery options and flexible payment plans that suit your schedule and budget. Trust the experts in the field, Burnett Dairy Propane. Call them today at 715-689-1032 or visit them online at burnettdairy.com.
Back here at 106.5 FM, AM 1350 WCMP. We're just about set for kickoff here on 106.5 FM and AM 1350. Kickoff brought to you by Kettle River Pizza. It's the Kettle River Pizza kickoff coming up. It will be the Kettle River Pizza kickoff here between the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars and the East Central Eagles. It's Kettle River Pizza Cook-Off. Kettle River Pizza is a great way to fundraise for your team or organization. You can visit kettleriverpizza.com to get started. Kettle River Pizza is the delicious, locally made frozen pizza. Pick one up on your way home from the game tonight or stop into their Ascove location and buy in bulk and save. The Kettle River Pizza Kickoff coming up shortly here. Looking at the starting lineup, starting with the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars. It will be number 0, Trey Visser. A senior number 1, Griffin Steele. Sophomore number 2, Zach Workman. And then it'll be junior number 3, Ty Westrom. Junior number 5, Landon Kirchmeyer. Sophomore number 6, Peyton Ammerman. And we go down to another sophomore number 56, Andre Buchanan. Junior number 58, Stephen Clare. And then junior number 62, Holden Williams. Senior number 66, Hunter Bork. And junior number 73, Isaac Brindamauer. That is your starting lineup for the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars. Now for the home team, the East Central Eagles. Starting, it'll be sophomore number 4, Braden Olson. Then senior number 9, Simon Eklund. Then freshman number 11, Isaac Ludwig. Junior number 34, Bobby Rubio. Sophomore number 10, Gavin Reichel. Senior number 56, Brennan Hammer. What a name there for an offensive lineman, Brennan Hammer. Sophomore number 58, Brock Nelson. Another senior number 69, Nathan Pinson, the captain of this team, one of the captains. Then a junior number 73, Jackson Grover. Another senior captain, number 75, James Denzer. And another senior, number 81, Dylan Lundberg. Those are your starters here for the East Central Eagles, as well as the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars. And we are just about set for the kickoff, Kettle River Pizza kickoff here at Bruce Harding Field in Finlayson, Minnesota, at the home of the East Central Eagles. Again, this rivalry game here on WCMP should be a fun one, should be a great matchup again. And again, anytime these two teams play, it is a hard-hitting, fast-paced game. And no matter the season, no matter the talent, this game is always close. And I expect nothing less here as East Central gets to host this game here to kick off the season. What a better way to start the season off? You get a rivalry, you get a game at home. It's a beautiful night for football. Clouds are moving on out. You got a nice breeze out there. I can't think of too many things better. And what a better way to spend your night than calling some football. Sitting at 73 degrees, partly cloudy, getting down to a low of about 59 here tonight. Perfect football weather for this high school sports season, as we are just about set for your Kettle River Pizza cook-off. I guess you could cook off with some Kettle River Pizza, but it is going to be your Kettle River Pizza coming up after this short break. And a word from our fine sponsors. You're listening to high school football here on WCMP. After the break, the Kettle River Pizza kickoff.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit KettleRiverPizza.com to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today.
Joe and the gang at Roddy Motors say, "Go Mustangs!" Well, of course, he's got 2 boys on the varsity squad. He's born and raised in Mustang country, voted Reader's Choice Best Dealer in Kanabec County 2 years in a row. That's what you call a repeat champ. And he offers vehicles of all makes and models, can get you financed on site, and put you in your new vehicle before the Mustangs take on next week's opponent. When you need a quality new vehicle, make your way to Roddy Motors in Mora or visit roddymotors.com.
Fall flowers. I love them. I'm going to hang on to the gardening season as long as possible. Thanks to Beaver Meadow, I can. Right now, Beaver Meadow has a huge selection of mums in different colors and sizes. All fruit and shade trees, all shrubs and perennials are 25% off, which works out perfectly because fall is a great time to plant trees. Thank you, Beaver Meadow. My place is going to look amazing. Beaver Meadow, just one exit south of Hinckley.
Kettle River Pizza loves supporting all the local teams. And if your team is interested in fundraising, well, they've got you covered. Kettle River Pizza has years of experience in fundraising for local teams, organizations, and clubs, and they would like to help you too. With their experience and the fact that Kettle River Pizza is an easy sell, your fundraiser is bound to be a great success. Visit Kettle River Pizza online and click on their fundraising tab. Kettle River Pizza, a winner every time. Grab a few at your local convenience or grocery store for after the game.
It's now time for your Kettle River Pizza kickoff. Kettle River Pizza. And there's the boot. It's going to be taken up shallow, just past the 30, up to the 35 to the 40, where the returner will be taken down, and that's where East Central's offense will start with the ball. Starters making their way out to the line. I formation here for East Central. Braden Olson under center. Olson takes a snap, is going to hand it off to the right side. Stopped at the line of scrimmage, no game there. I believe that was Gavin Reichel on the carry. Rubio will be the one on the carry officially. Gain of 3. Second down now. And 7 to go. East Central will come out in high forming. 2 running backs in the backfield. Olsen takes the snap, hands it off to the left side now. That's Reichel who will lower the shoulder, get past the 45, pick up a couple extra yards to about the 46. A nice gain there. And it'll be 3rd down and 3. 4-yard gain for Gavin Reichel. So 3rd down for East Central on their own side of the 50. First quarter, 10:35 to go. Braden Olsen gets his offense ready. They'll set up in the I formation. 1 receiver left, 1 right. Olsen will take the snap. He'll give it up the middle. And he had some pretty good room to run. And he got popped at the line and then falls forward. And that's enough for a first down to the 49 of Hinckley-Finlayson. Gain of about 5. So first down and 10 now for East Central. 10-10 to go here in the first quarter. I formation once again for Braden Olsen. Olsen checks left, checks right, now gives it up the middle again. And that's Rubio who's hitting the backfield, but he's able to escape one tackler, then fall forward, gaining about a yard or 2 for Rubio. That'll make it 2nd down and 8. So this drive started with great field position for East Central. They've picked up their first down, and now deal with a 2nd down and 8 with about 9.5 minutes to go here in quarter number 1. I formation once again here for Braden Olsen. Olsen with the snap. It's a toss out to the right side for Rubio. Rubio's got some room. Cuts it up the field on that right side. Taken down at the 40. That's a pickup of 7. It'll be 3rd down and 1. So 3rd and short here for East Central. And it looks like there was a flag, but they're going to pick it up. So there was a flag on the field, but they did pick it up. I did not see the flag, but doesn't matter because they picked it up anyways. So 3rd down and a long one here for East Central. Under 9 minutes to go for this Eagles offense. Olsen under center, 2 running backs behind him. Olsen takes the snap. He'll give it off to Rubio off the right side. He's got some room to run. He's taken down right at the first down marker, but I think it should be enough, and it is. So gain of about 2 there for Rubio, and it's a first down for East Central inside Hinckley-Finlayson territory at about the 39. Another new set of downs here for East Central. Their second first down on the drive again. Great starting field position after the short kick was returned to the 40. So East Central on the move. Really running the way they want to right now, just punishing that defensive front for Hinckley-Finlayson. Braden Olsen will take the snap. It's a handoff to the left side for Reichel. Reichel trying to get around the defense, but this time Hinckley-Finlayson has penetration, and that's going to be number 6, Peyton Ammerman on the stop all the way back to the 45-yard line. Loss of 7 that time for Reichel. That's his 3rd carry of the game. That goes minus big. Still 2nd down, though, in Hinckley-Finlayson territory at the 45. Now we're going to get a whistle. Official's going to take a timeout. Looks like Reichel's going to come to the sideline here. Looks like he may have gotten a stinger in that shoulder. So they'll take a look at him. Jared Dornsnife into the game now for East Central for the injured Reichel. I formation again here for East Central. Second down and a ways to go. Braden Olson will take the snap. He fakes the give up the middle, rolls out to his right. He's got a man underneath. He gives it off to Rubio on the screen. He's got some room to run up the right side. Plows over a defender, and then he's finally taken down near the first down marker. It's a gain of a lot there for Rubio. They'll actually mark him at the 30. It's going to be a gain of about 15, and they'll be close to the first down. Third down and 1 on that reception for Rubio. So Rubio with a big gain there to help his team out, set them up with a third and manageable now at the Jaguars' 30-yard line. Perfectly executed screenplay there by the Eagles. Olson stayed patient on it. Olson will take the snap. This time he'll give it to Rubio again up the middle. He's got enough for the first down, plus a little bit more. First down and 10 again for the Eagles. Closing in on 6 minutes on this offensive possession already for East Central. Again, moving the ball the way they want. Other than that one negative play on the run from Reichel, that was it. That was it for the negative plays, and Rubio on the very next play went for 15-plus yards, got him within 1, and they grabbed the first down inside the Jaguar 30. Olson under center. Takes the snap, toss right to Rubio. He breaks off of one tackle in the backfield, and then he's swarmed on right past the line of scrimmage, but now we do have a flag down. Maybe not. So no gain on the play for Rubio. No flag either. I'm seeing stuff. So second down and 10 to go now for East Central. Olson under center, tight into the right. He will fake the give up the middle. Look for the pop pass there to Dylan Lundberg, but just off the mark. May have rushed that throw a little bit there from Braden Olson. Lundberg was coming open too, so if I feel like if he waited just that split second more, he might have found Lundberg, and he might still be running. He needed to make one cut to the outside, and that would have been 6 for the Eagles. Instead, it's third down and 10. Ball on the Jaguar 28-yard line, 5:11 to go here in the first quarter. Essentially eating up a bunch of clock with their first offensive possession. Olson under center. Takes a snap. He's going to fake the give up the middle. It's an option play. He now bounces it out to Rubio. Rubio carrying a couple defenders before he is brought down at about the 27, 26-yard line. So it's a short gain there for Rubio, and it'll bring up fourth down and long. Olson will come to the sideline to get the call. Head coach Todd Lindstrom. First fourth down the Eagles have faced. Let's see what they got up their sleeve for this one. Tried the option play that last go-around. Did not give them much on the gain except for one. Hinckley-Finlayson kind of snuffed it out right from the get-go. Now it's fourth down and 9 with under 4.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. High formation again here for Braden Olson. Olson will tell the receiver on the left side to come in just a little bit. Now they're set. Olson under center. Takes the snap. And now we're going to get a flag. And it's going to be a delay of game. I was wondering how close we were getting to that, and unfortunately it is going to be the delay of game for East Central. So instead of fourth down and 9, it's going to be 4th and 14 now for the Eagles. Lindstrom will give out the play there to the offense on this fourth down and long. Ball back at the 32-yard line, 4:08 to go here, first quarter. Nearly 7 minutes of offensive possession here for the Eagles on drive number 1 of the game. Olsen under center. He's got a receiver wide out right, one to his left. He'll take the snap. He'll fake the give. He'll roll. He'll step back. He'll look over the middle. This one is caught, but it only gets back to the line of scrimmage. It was Lundgren on the catch, gain of only about 5, and that was it. Hinckley-Finlayson there to make the stop, and it's going to be a turnover on downs, and the Jaguars will take over on offense. So a long possession there for East Central. Not a bad offensive possession. Obviously, they would have liked to have it ended in points, but that's not a bad possession. You take off nearly 7 minutes off the clock here in the first quarter with your first drive, the first drive of the game. That's not a bad way to start it. So Hinckley-Finlayson will line up in their power T formation. Trey Visser, he'll hand it off to the outside now. And that is Zach Workman, who brings this one up to the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 15 for Workman. And a new set of downs right away for Hinckley-Finlayson. So just under 4 minutes to go. Hinckley-Finlayson, 1 play, 1 first down. Trey Visser lines up at quarterback wearing the number 0. Not only the pros in college bringing that number back, it's high school as well. Trey Visser will wear the number 0. Line up again in the power T formation. First play was a success. He'll give it up the middle this time, and that is, I believe, Griffin Steele to the outside. Steele's got some speed to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, and he's dragged out of bounds near the 5. That's a gain of a lot there for Trey Visser. About 50 yards there for Griffin Steele, and yeah, right, 51-yard gain for Griffin Steele. 2 plays, and it's a Roddy Motors red zone now, as we are at the 5-yard line, and we get a timeout called here by East Central. And that'll give us time to talk about the Roddy Motors red zone. The Roddy Motors red zone, of course, brought to you by Roddy Motors in Mora. Voted best dealer in Kanabec County 2 years in a row. That's a repeat champion. Roddy Motors, 100 Pine Street in Mora. Roddy Motors, the sponsor of our red zone. Ball is going to be at the 5-yard line coming out of this timeout for Hinckley-Finlayson. It's 2 plays, and they are into East Central territory. But the fans here for East Central getting into it now. They're trying to help out their defense, get a stop here on this 1st and goal after the timeout. Timeout again called by East Central. We've got 3:44 to go in this first quarter, and nearly 7 minutes of offensive possession by East Central on the first drive of the game. Not just their first drive, the first drive of the game. Started out with great field position and ran the ball really well. Only had a couple of negative plays, and they almost made up for them all, except for the last one on the delay of game penalty. Really didn't have a whole lot to work with on 4th down and long like that. But they tried the screen again, got it to work, but only for 5, and that's where Hinckley-Finlayson took over. And now again, 2 plays later, inside the 10 at the Eagles' 5-yard line for this Roddy Motors red zone. Both teams back out there after the timeout. Both teams will get set right away. Visser under center, power T formation. Visser takes the snap. He'll hand it off to, that's number 5, that's Landon. That is number 5, Landon Kirchmeyer. Kirchmeyer will get it to about the 2-3-yard line, so only a gain of a couple there for Kirchmeyer. It'll be 2nd down and goal. For Hinckley-Finlayson. Eagles looking for a big goal line stand here. Did a good job in the first play, holding them to 2. Visser under center again, power T. He'll look, he'll hand it off, and this time it is Workman in for the touchdown from 3 yards out. And that'll put the Jaguars on the board first. 6-0 they lead with 3 minutes to go here in quarter number 1. Took about a minute off the clock on that first offensive drive. 4 plays. And in the end zone here for Hinckley-Finlayson, who leads 6-0. They'll line up to go for 2. He'll hand it off to Griffin Steele, lowers the shoulder. He's in for 2, and that will make it 8-0 in favor of the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars. So an 8-0 lead with 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. The Jaguars over the Eagles, but it will be the Eagles' turn as they will receive this kickoff after this short break. And while we have a moment, we'll take a quick commercial break to hear a word from our fine sponsors. You're listening to Football on
Hey, this is Rachel from Daggett and Hinckley. All week long, enjoy boneless top sirloin steaks, certified Angus beef, just $6.99 a pound while supplies last. Get sizzling and save big at Daggett's.
Hey, girl, good to see you. You look great. What are you doing?
Oh, thanks. Been watching what I eat, like eating fresh.
Sounds awesome, but how do you do that living around here?
Chris's Food Center in Sandstone.
Chris's Food Center in Sandstone?
Yep, Chris's Food Center has top quality produce and meats, which helps me to buy fresh ingredients for me and my family.
Find Chris's Food Center online to view their weekly ads at chrisfoodcenter.com. Eat better, buy more, and spend less at Chris's Food Center in Sandstone. Open 7 days a week.
Now, back to more live local sports action on WCMP.
.106.5 FM, AM 1350. Hinckley-Finlayson will get set to kick after they score on their first drive. Here's the boot. And it's going to be picked up at about the 23-yard line, up to the 40, and that's where he's going to be gathered in by a host of Jaguars. Braden Olson on the return to the 40. It's a return of about 18 there for Braden Olson, and that's where the Eagles offense will take over. Actually, I believe this is same, if not similar, field position where they started their first drive of the quarter. 2:54 to go here, first quarter, on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics custom braces or Invisalign with 3 locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. Find out more at EmbraceMN.com. 8-0 is the Jaguar lead. On that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, Braden Olson will set up in the I formation again. 2 running backs behind him. Here's the give to Rubio. Rubio is caught in the backfield, but he pushes forward to the line of scrimmage, so no loss on the play there from Rubio, but no gain either. So no gain there, as it looks like Reichel still not back out on the field from what I can see. Under center once again here for Braden Olson. He's got a wide receiver out right. Olson will take the snap. Oh, fumbled the snap. Ball's up for grabs, but it looks like Olson fell back on top of it. So a loose snap, but Olson able to fall on top of it. So no gain there on the fumble, and it's 3rd down and 10. Keeping up on a minute and a half to go here in the first quarter. The Eagles have some work to do here on 3rd down at their own 40-yard line. Again, a good return from Braden Olson. They'll set up in the I formation. 1 receiver out left, 1 right. Olson takes the snap. It's a fake toss counter play, but Rubio is absolutely swarmed upon by 4 Jaguar players all the way back to the 35-yard line. It's a loss of 5 for Rubio, and it'll be 4th and 15 now for East Central. Now clicking under a minute to go here in quarter number 1. Hinckley-Finlayson leads 8-0. Olson looks to be back to punt. I believe that might be Visser back to return. There's a flag, and we're going to get a delay of game here on East Central. So it'll be 4th down and even longer now after the penalty. .42 seconds to go here, first quarter. Hinckley-Finlayson leads 8-0 over the Eagles at Bruce Harding Field in Finlayson. Braden Olson takes it. And here's the punt. It is away. It's a high end-over-end kick to the 35. And that is where the returner will start with it. He bounces off a one tackle, trying to get outside. He does bounce off another one to the outside, to the 50, to the 45, to the 40, to the 40, 35, 30, and he's not taken down yet. He makes his way to the 25-yard line. That return by number 11, Isaac Westrom, takes it up to the East Central 25-yard line. Good return there by Westrom. So from the 35 on their side to the 25 of East Central, Hinckley-Finlayson will set themselves up in great field position. Trey Visser back. And looks like we've got an injured player on the field for East Central. We'll take a commercial break. You're listening to football on WCMP.
Today's WCMP deal of the day is the Country Store in Grantsburg. Get $10 towards your purchase for just $5. Get discounted food or even gas for your vehicle at the Country Store. Find this and other great deals at WCMPradio.com/deals.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
Wellia Health is here to keep you feeling your best so you can enjoy all the things you love best. You can count on us for your eye exams, mental health services, rehabilitation, wellness exams, urgent care, and much more. At Wellia Health, our goal is to help you live life well. Let Wellia Health help you get back to your best. Give us a call today to set up an appointment. 320-679-1313. WelliaHealth.org.
Brock Nelson was the injured Eagle, but he was able to get up under his own power. Back to the sideline. Visser will send a man in motion. It's Griffin Steele out to the left. He catches the ball on the run. Makes a couple of people miss and then knocked out of bounds by an Eagle down inside the red zone. It is a catch and run of 20. There for Griffin Steele. A gain of 20 for Griffin Steele. That puts us back in the Roddy Motors red zone. The Roddy Motors red zone. Roddy Motors in Mora. RODDY Motors.com. Ball sits at the 5-yard line. Visser gives it off up the middle to Workman into the end zone. Touchdown. His second touchdown of the evening will help his team to a 14-0 lead over East Central. So 14-0. Jaguars will line up to go for two. Visser will take the snap. He'll look to the back of the end zone, back corner. It is caught for two there by number 3. That is Ty Westrom, who catches the 2-point conversion from Trey Visser. And it's a 16-0 lead now for Hinckley-Finlayson over East Central with 10 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Two plays and in there for Hinckley-Finlayson on that short drive. And they lead 16-0 over East Central. over on 100.9 FM and 95.5 FM. Bram leads over Rush City after the first quarter, 14-0. Bram off to a good start there over Rush City. Again, those two teams haven't played since 2020 when Rush City beat Bram for the first time in some years. They haven't played since. It's a good game as well. So 2 rivalry games here this evening, and so far Hinckley-Finlayson leads in our game over East Central 16-0 with 10 seconds left in the first quarter. And here's the boot. Visser with the kick. That one going to roll out of bounds, and that will be a flag. First penalty on the night for Hinckley-Finlayson. Referee's convening as to what's happening. Legal procedure, kickoff out of bounds. East Central will take over. With the ball at the 43-yard line. So again, great starting field position here for East Central. On their third drive of this first quarter. Wilson under center. Takes the snap. He'll give it up the middle to Rubio. Rubio's got some room off that right side. Gets past the 45 before he's taken down. And that will bring us to the end of the first quarter with Hinckley-Finlayson on top. $16-0 over the East Central Eagles. We'll take a quick commercial break to hear a word from our fine sponsors, and then we'll be back for the start of quarter number 2.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a 4-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Back here on WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350. Game Day Gilman on the call here in this Week 1 matchup between the East Central Eagles hosting the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars here at Bruce Harding Field in Finlayson, Minnesota, the home of the East Central Eagles. Got the beautiful high school in the background. See, that parking lot is full. East Central fans out in full here this evening to support the Eagles. They trail now 16-0 here. Quarter number 2, that first possession started out really well for them. They had a couple of negative plays and then had to try and go for it. They did not convert, but there is a lot of positives to look at here for East Central off that first drive, and they can get back to that. They'll get back to that success. But we will switch sides of the field now. East Central will be going left to right. Hinckley-Finlayson right to left. So Hinckley-Finlayson will be defending that south end zone. East Central the north. East Central back out onto the field, and right as soon as they get back out there, they will line up. I formation. 2 receivers out there, one to the left, one to the right. Also, under center. Oh, and going to get a false start here on East Central. That's going to go against Isaac Ludwig, their third penalty. And instead of it being second down and 4, it'll be second down and about 11. So second down and 11 to go here. Olsen under center. 2 receivers in the formation. And that time, they're going to hit Hinckley-Finlayson to jump. So they will get the yardage back that they just lost on the penalty. So 5 yards back after the 5 yards lost. Great job there by Braden Olsen on the hard count to get Hinckley-Finlayson to jump. So again, back to about a 2nd down and 6. Olsen will line up again. 2 running backs in the backfield. A receiver to the left. Olsen will give it off to Rubio. Rubio fights through the first tackle, then gets to the 50, to the 49 before he's taken down. A nice carry there by Rubio. Plows through a couple of defenders to make it a 3rd down and 2. Third and a long 2 here for East Central. 11 and a half minutes to go here in the first half. Hinckley-Finlayson leads 16-0. But again, this East Central offense has found a little bit of a groove with that run game. They'll look to keep that going here. Ball spotted just on the other side of the 50. East Central makes their way to the line. 2 running backs in the backfield here for Braden Olsen, receiver to the right. Olsen takes the snap to give to Rubio. Rubio has plenty for the 1st down and then some as he plows his way to the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 8 for Bobby Rubio. And Rubio with a nice carry there. Got through the initial contact, and then the defender tried to strip the ball from him, but Rubio showing some strength on his grip there. Great carry, not just yards-wise, but, I mean, fundamentally-wise. He was holding that ball tight to his body. It didn't get stripped, and picks up 8 and a 1st down at the 41-yard line here for East Central. High formation again. Receiver out wide to the left now for Braden Olsen. Olsen will take the snap. He'll fake the give up the middle. It's an option play again. Olsen makes one defender miss. Toss it back, and then Rubio is a little too far in front of it, and it's a fumble. I believe Hinckley-Finlayson fell on top of it. And they did. Olsen made a nice play as he made the first defender miss. But then as he tried to toss it back on the option play, Rubio was just a little too far in front of where he thought he was, and that ball goes behind Rubio, and it is a fumble, and it is recovered by Hinckley-Finlayson on their own 44, 43-yard line. So Hinckley-Finlayson will take over, setting up in the power tee, but they send a man out wide right. Visser, he'll look for Griffin Steele. Instead, he goes deep. Yep, that's still Steele. Steele had it, dropped it at the 35, and if he caught it and held on, he was gone. But he dropped it there, and it falls incomplete. Griffin Steele, the intended receiver there for Trey Visser. Steele is open. Great pass from Visser. Dropped it right in the breadbasket, but Steele dropped it. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. 10-12 to go here in the half. On that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, Hinckley-Finlayson in the 16-0 lead. Embrace Orthodontics. Their doctors are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. Start today at EmbraceMN.com. And the Eagles jumped there, so the hard count works against the Eagles this time. It'll be a free 5 yards for Hinckley-Finlayson, and it'll be 2nd down and 5. 4th penalty on the night for East Central. Embrace Orthodontics again. Embrace Orthodontics, leave you with a smile you will embrace forever. Find out more at EmbraceMN.com, EMBRACE.MN, there we go, .com. Power T formation, Trey Visser under center. Visser takes the snap, and he will give it off there to Workman. Workman off the right side, plows forward past the 50, falling, and the ball will be spotted at about the 48-yard line. So a gain of about 3 for Workman. And it's 3rd down for Hinckley-Finlayson with under 10 minutes to go. 3rd down and 2. Visser getting the play call into his offense. They break the huddle, make their way to the line of scrimmage. Visser under center power T formation. Visser, he'll take the snap. He'll fake the give one way, and it's given up the middle to Trey Visser. Visser bounces it up to the outside to the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Trey Visser on the carry of 48 yards. And a touchdown for Trey Visser. And that will make it a 22-0 lead here for Hinckley-Finlayson. Visser up the middle. Then bounced it to the outside and went untouched into the end zone. A good fake there by the running backs for Hinckley-Finlayson, who didn't get the ball. And that allowed Visser to find an open hole. Bounce it to the outside, and he let his legs do the rest. So now the Jaguars will set up to go for the extra point attempt. It's going to be Sean Frederick, the young man who will get set to attempt this PAT. And that one rolls on the ground. Didn't get it up off the tee. It's no good, and the Jaguars lead 22-0 with 9:24 to go on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics. Your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team at Embrace Orthodontics wants to make sure your journey is as seamless and convenient as possible with custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. Find out more at EmbraceMN.com. That was the Roddy Motors red zone that he went through. Of course, they didn't stop in the red zone because he went through it, but another trip through the Roddy Motors red zone. Roddy Motors in Mora. 22-0, the lead for Hinckley-Finlayson here in the second quarter. 9:24 to go. Again, East Central has showed promise on each one of their drives here so far. That last one looked to be good as well, as Olsen made the defender miss at the line of scrimmage. Then as the option play, he looked to toss it back to Rubio, who, to be fair, had all the space in the world to make it to the end zone, but the toss back to Rubio was just behind him. And Hinckley-Finlayson recovered, and a few plays later they are in the end zone. Is Hinckley-Finlayson for a 22-0 lead. So we will get set for the kickoff. Trey Visser. We'll set it up on the tee and get ready to boot it. And here's the boot. It's a decent kick to the 20, and it's dropped, and he just fell on it at about the 17-yard line. That was Jarrett Dornseif. Falls on it at about the 27-yard line. Couldn't grab it cleanly, and then he decided just to fall on it so to prevent any type of turnover. So East Central, the fourth possession of the game. 9:20 to go in the half. Again, this offense has showed plenty of ability to move the ball down the field. Just a couple of mistakes here and there have kind of shot themselves in the foot, but they'll look to reverse their fortune here. Braden Olsen will set up under center, gives it off to the outside, and a Jaguar defender, Trey Visser, comes in. That's, Griffin Steele, who comes in untouched. Takes him down for a big loss there. Dornseif. It's a loss to about the 10. Loss of 8 for Dornseif. Second down and now 18 for East Central. As Olsen will bring his team to the line, he's going to have a receiver set up wide out to the right. Olsen under center, takes the snap. He'll look to his left. Oh, and a miscommunication there between Braden Olsen and his receiver, Simon Eklund. Eklund running deep on the route. Braden Olson wanted him short. Incomplete pass there. And that would have been a good play there had they been on the same page. That underneath route would have been open, and Eklund would have had to make one move, and he would have been gone off to the races. I believe that's a race he would have won. But now instead it's going to be 3rd down and long here for East Central. 8.5 minutes to go in the first half. Olson under center this time, the receiver wide out to his left. Olson will take the snap. He'll toss it out wide to Rubio. Rubio trying to get around the corner. He's unable to do much with it. In fact, he'll lose a yard or two. So Rubio gets taken down for a loss by Hinckley-Finlayson. That'll bring up 4th down and long. As that clock continues to roll to that 8-minute mark here in the first half. At 22-0 score, really kind of deceiving you as to how this game has gone. It's been just a couple of mistakes here by East Central has really put Hinckley-Finlayson into a position where they're at this 22-0 score, but don't get it wrong. East Central has shown plenty of ability for themselves to be in this one. It's a short bouncing kick, and it will roll just past the 30 to about the 32, 33-yard line, and that is where East Central will down it. So Hinckley-Finlayson will take back over on offense in great field position with the ball on the East Central 32, 33-yard line. This will be their 4th possession of the game as well. 7:36 to go here in half number 1 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Hinckley-Finlayson leads 22-0 Embrace Orthodontics. They'll do all the insurance heavy lifting for you. And if you don't have insurance, you can ask about financing options. They'll find a plan to fit your budget at embracemn.com. Power T formation for Trey Visser. Visser will line up, and it's a little bit of a miscommunication there. Quarterback and running back ran into each other. That was Workman and Visser who ran into each other. Visser just decides to take it himself. He falls forward. I don't think he actually lost anything, but it is no gain. So no gain on the play there for Visser. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Nice job by that Eagles defensive line, blowing up the play at the point of attack and making sure Hinckley-Finlayson can't get it off cleanly. This time they give off to Workman. He's got some space to the outside, cuts it up the left side. Then he's finally pushed out of bounds past the 15, but it's going to be a 1st down carry there for Workman to about the 13. It's a gain of 19. For Workman. Workman has 4 carries. 2 of them are touchdowns. Under 7 minutes to go here in the first half. East Central trying to make a late stand, try and get their offense the ball back, and this time it is up the middle on the carry. Ball's on the ground, though. I think East Central may... No, it's going to be Hinckley-Finlayson ball. So Hinckley-Finlayson does hold on to that ball, but just ever so slightly do they. Kirschmeyer on the carry. He does manage to pick up 3 yards with the carry, but he did fumble it. Luckily, one of his teammates managed to get back on top of it.
The following is a production of WCMP Sports.
6.5 minutes to go. Visser gives it up the middle. That carry down to about the 2. It's an 8-yard gain. And a new set of downs. In the Roddy Motors red zone. Roddy Motors red zone. Roddy Motors has SUVs, pickups, sedans, maybe even a camper. You can talk to Joe at Roddy Motors in Mora and see what he's got on the lot now. 1st down and goal from the 2. It's a pass, and the pass there to Ty Westrom is good for 6. So a 2-yard touchdown pass from Trey Visser to Ty Westrom will give the the Jaguars 6 more to make it 28-0. 6:02 to go here on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. The Jaguars will send out the kicking unit for this extra point. Sean Frederick again getting set for the PAT. Got a late addition to the formation here for Hinckley-Finlayson. They better hurry, otherwise they're in danger of getting a delay of game penalty. That'll back them up 5 yards for the attempt. Last time Frederick couldn't get it off the tee. This time it is up, and it is good. So Frederick will convert the extra point to make it 29-0 in favor of Hinckley-Finlayson on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. 6:02 to go here in the first half. Embrace Orthodontics, the team at Embrace, believes the result of a remarkable orthodontic experience should last a lifetime. They'll keep your smile transformation where it needs to be with a lifelong retention program. Again, find out more at embracemn.com. 6:02 here left in the first half. Hinckley-Finlayson out to a 29-0 lead. For East Central, just got to get back to that first drive. That first drive showed a lot of promise. If you can get back to that, this East Central offense can definitely score, cut into this deficit a little bit, especially before halftime. That would be huge. Of course, they took nearly 7 minutes off the clock with their first offensive possession. They'd like to do something similar here, but score with the zeros if they were able to avoid Hinckley-Finlayson getting the ball back. We are ready for kickoff here. Visser again will get set to boot it away. Braden Olson. And Dornseif back to receive. And, it hits one of the upmen, and luckily East Central is able to fall on it at about the 31-yard line. White on the recovery. So ball will be spotted at the 31. That's where East Central will start this offensive drive. Their 5th possession here in the first half. They'll try to turn this one into points. $5:58 to go. East Central down 29-0. Here comes Braden Olson and the offense. They'll set up with 2 receivers out wide to the, 1 receiver out wide to the left, 1 on the right. Olson under center, takes the snap. He looks, he'll roll out to the right now. It's a block, he's looking, he'll dump it underneath to Dornseif, and he's taken down near the 35 at the 34. It's a gain of about, actually they might put that tip of the ball at the 35, so a gain of 4 for Dornseif. Back to the 30. A loss of 1 makes it a 2nd and 11. Olson will take the snap. Give up the middle to Rubio. Rubio is going to get a couple more yards back past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Sinclair with the tackle there for Hinckley-Finlayson. Gain of 3 for Rubio, and it'll be 3rd down and long for East Central with under 5 minutes to go. 4:45 to be exact, 3rd down and 8. Olson lines up under center, receiver out wide to his left. 3rd and 8. Olson takes the snap. Lost the ball for a moment, and then he is taken down back around the 30. And a hard, actually back by the 25, Back to the 25 is where he's taken down. Loss of 8. There for Olson. So 4th down and long, and Braden Olson and the Eagles will get set to punt this one away. Back deep to receive is Isaac Westrom. This one is away, and it's going to be another roller. Bounces at the 40 to the 45, rolls past the 50 to about the 46. Is where that ball will land, and it will be down. So Hinckley-Finlayson will take over on their own 46-yard line with 3:44 to go. This will be their 5th drive of the first half. They lead 29-0. Hinckley-Finlayson has been efficient. I think that's the word we'll use for them here in this first half. They haven't used a ton of plays to make their way into the end zone. Again, very efficient. Started with great field position. Trey Visser will bring himself and the offense back out. And Visser and company will line up in that power T. We've got a late addition into the offensive formation, and now it looks like we're going to get a timeout called here by Hinckley-Finlayson with 3:44 to go here in the first half. And then a Brace Orthodontics scoreboard. And Brace Orthodontics with custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear liners with 3 locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. And BraceMN.com. We'll take a short commercial break as you're listening to high school football here on 106.5 FM, AM 1350.
Did you know that Franzen
WCMP.
Bank and Trust is a Minnesota-owned company? And they're one of the largest community banks around. That's a great combination. As a community bank, they're dedicated to their customers and the communities they serve. You might say they're big enough to help, small enough to care. Last March, they provided $20,000 in grants to 6 different Minnesota communities. They also processed well over 1,700 PPP loans, allowing local small businesses to keep their employees on the payroll during the pandemic. Franzen Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC.
Are you looking for a position?
Back out onto the field, Visser. He'll give it off the left side to, maybe that's Isaac Westrom. It is. So Westrom up past the 50, drags a defender to about the 47. That'll be a gain of 7. Second down and 3 now for Hinckley-Finlayson. Line of scrimmage here sitting at the 47. Visser under center. He'll give it off the right side, and the runner taken down quickly. May not have gotten anything on that one. The runner there that time. Going to be number 13, I believe. Yes. So number 13, Dylan Lewis with the carry. No gain on the play. It'll be 3rd down and about 3. Mr. Under center takes the snap, power T formation, gives it off on the right side to the 45, and he will manage to get past that 45 to about the 44-yard line, and that will be enough for a first down. Workman with the carry there of 3, and a first down for Hinckley-Finlayson. Hinckley-Finlayson not showing really any hustle to try and score again with 2 minutes to go. It's Visser. He'll hand it off on the left side again to Westrom. Excuse me, that is not Westrom. That is Lewis. Lewis with a big carry. Where's that Workman again? So they work that one down out of bounds to about the 20-yard line with 1:51 to go. We're back in the Roddy Motors red zone. Roddy Motors, Joe Rodemaker of Roddy Motors, is a United States Marine. So if you're a veteran looking for a new vehicle, go talk to a fellow vet who will get you squared away. Hinckley-Finlayson will give motion, but then they'll give it off to Workman off the right side. He gets up past the 15 and then wrapped up at the, they'll place it at the 15. So a gain of 5 there for Workman. One and a half minutes to go here in the first half. Hinckley-Finlayson leading 29-0, looking to score again to extend their lead, but East Central looking for a big stop at the end of this first half. Pfister lines up, power T formation, under center, takes the snap. He'll give it off the left side here, and the carry by Workman up to about the 10, call it the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 6 and a first down. First down carry there for Workman to the 9. It'll be first down and goal inside this Roddy Motors red zone with 1:04 to go.
First down, ball spotted just across the 10-yard line. Will bring up a first and goal for the Jaguars.
First down and goal, under a minute now to go. No urgency really here by Hinckley-Finlayson yet with 40 seconds. They lead 29-0 here in the first half. Jaguars to the line. Visser under center. The back judge with his hand up. And the give there is to Isaac Westrom. And Lewis. Lewis on the carry up the middle to about the 2. Gain of 7. So gain of 7 there from Lewis, and it'll be second down and goal from the 2. Looks like we get a timeout here by Hinckley-Finlayson. They'll be left with 1. I keep clicking this dang video thing. We have huddle, I promise. I keep clicking unintentionally the wrong thing. I'll keep the mouse up there now. 29-0, 16 seconds to go here in the first half. Jaguars lead over the East Central Eagles. Both teams getting a quick breather here before the end of this first half. Again, it's Hinckley-Finlayson threatening at the 2, second down and goal. East Central looking for a big stand here. And, if they can get a big stand here to prevent Hinckley-Finlayson from getting into the end zone, they've got to use that as momentum. Yes, you're down still, but take something positive going into half and use that as momentum to come out firing in the second. Visser under center takes the snap. He's going to give it right up the middle to Workman, I believe. And no signal yet. There it is. Touchdown, Hinckley-Finlayson. They're going to give the carry to Lewis. So Lewis, a 2-yard carry for a touchdown to give the Jaguars a 35-0 lead over the East Central Eagles. 10 seconds to go. Now it looks like Hinckley-Finlayson might line up to go for 2 here. They will. Visser, he'll give it off to the right side, and that is number 17. That is Gabriel Frederick on the carry. And the 2-point conversion is good from the carry from Frederick to make it 37-0. 10 seconds to go here on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, their doctors are committed to providing world-class care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. You can start today at embracemn.com. 10 seconds to go here in the first half. Jaguars up big, but again, East Central has showed a lot of promise with this offense. They just got to keep their drives alive. 10 seconds to go. Will be interesting to see what they can do here before the end of this first half. At halftime, we'll try and catch you up on the scores from around our local listening area, including some stats from this first half as well. Sun's starting to set. That temperature starting just to dip ever so slightly, but again, still a beautiful, gorgeous night for the first night of high school football here on WCMP 106.5 FM and AM 1350. And again, was another trip inside the Roddy Motors Red Zone, Roddy Motors of Mora. Visser with boot. And this one is back. Dornseif will pick it up at the 15, to the 20, to the 25. Cuts it out to the right side and then is absolutely clobbered at the 26. He's up. And Dornseif got sandwiched in between two defenders, but he hops right up. He's ready to go again. He's gonna feel that one tomorrow, but again, showing his toughness here. So again, ball spotted on the 26-yard line. 2 seconds to go for East Central. And this will have been their 6th possession here in the first half. Central will make their way to the line. It's Braden Olson and company. He's got a receiver wide out to his left. Olson takes the snap, and he'll just kneel it down to end this first half. So we have reached the end of quarter number 2, and that will bring us to halftime. On that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, it's 37-0 in favor of Hinckley-Finlayson. Embrace Orthodontics will leave you with a smile you'll embrace forever. They also have your Customized Smile Journey, and it starts with a free consultation. The team at Embrace Orthodontics wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible with custom light force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. Find out more at embracemn.com. That's EMBRACEMN.com. End of the first half, Hinckley-Finlayson with a big lead over East Central, 37-0. We'll take a second to hear a word from our fine sponsors, and when we come back, we'll get some of our stats here from the first half. We'll also look at some scores from the other games going around in our local listening area. And again, we'll talk more about this game when we come back after a word from our fine sponsors. You're listening to high school football here on 106.5 FM, AM 1350.
Are you looking for a position where your role impacts the community around you? Then look no further than Burnett Dairy Cooperative in Grantsburg, Wisconsin. Owned by the farmers in your community, Burnett Dairy offers numerous career options with various responsibilities and growth opportunities. Positions such as CDL drivers, who work closely with our farmers, cheese production, creating award-winning cheeses, and retail store clerks making someone's day better. Visit BurnettDairy.com and click on careers to join our herd.
Kettle River Pizza loves supporting all the local teams. And if your team is interested in fundraising, well, they've got you covered. Kettle River Pizza has years of experience in fundraising for local teams, organizations, and clubs, and they would like to help you too. With their experience and the fact that Kettle River Pizza is an easy sell, your fundraiser is bound to be a great success. Visit Kettle River Pizza online and click on their fundraising tab. Kettle River Pizza, a winner every time. Grab a few at your local convenience or grocery store for after the game.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom light force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
Daggett's Fresh Foods is helping with your barbecue. All week long, get frozen baby back ribs for $2.99 a pound, whole seedless watermelon for $4.99 each, and fresh Minnesota sweet corn, 10 for $4.99. Come in and save big in Hinckley this week.
Hey, you looking for a reliable propane supplier? Look no further than Burnett Dairy Propane. Proud to serve you, providing top-notch propane services all year round, offering convenient delivery options and flexible payment plans that suit your schedule and budget. Trust the experts in the field, Burnett Dairy Propane. Call them today at 715-689-1032 or visit them online at burnettdairy.com. Burnett Dairy Propane, your dependable propane partner.
Back here on 106.5 FM, AM 1350, Ethan Game Day Gilman here, broadcasting this game live from Bruce Harding Field in Finlayson, Minnesota, the home of the East Central Eagles. Eagles right now trailing 37-0 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard here at half. Hinckley-Finlayson, again, the word I used for them was efficient. Efficient was the word I used for them. There in that first half, they didn't take a ton of plays to go and score each time they got the ball. They just worked quickly with what they had and efficiently. Leading the charge, though, in that first half for the Jaguars was Zach Workman with 10 carries for 75 yards, 2 carries, there we go, for 99 yards for Griffin Steele, and a touchdown, 2 touchdowns for Workman, and a touchdown for Lewis. And they have a 37-0 lead again. And also, they got another touchdown from Trey Visser to Ty Westrom for a 2-yard touchdown. Trey Visser is 2 for 3, 22 yards, and a touchdown. Penalty-wise, 2 there for Hinckley-Finlayson in the first half, 4 for East Central, and East Central had the 1 turnover on the fumble on the option play where Braden Olson had the option play. He made the first defender miss at the line of scrimmage, and then as he was about to get taken down, wanted to give it back to Rubio, and it was a fair move. Rubio had all the field to work with on the right side of the field. Would have gotten into the end zone, but that ball just was behind him on the toss back. So it was a turnover as Hinckley-Finlayson took over and again would go down and score. That's how we have this 37-0 lead. And I think when East Central looks back at this first half, they'll just think to themselves, man, we left a lot out on the field there in that first half with our offense. The offense has been actually doing a really good job of running the ball and mixing in a couple of passes here and there, and it's working really well. They've got 3 passes for 20 yards, from Braden Olson, and they've made these play-action rollout plays look pretty good. If Braden Olson can get a little bit more protection from the tackles, this is going to be, I think, something that they're going to look back to here in the second half, because Olson, if he gets to the outside, if he can get an edge block there, he can turn that corner and head upfield on those play actions and really hurt this Hinckley-Finlayson defense. But again, that run game has been pretty potent for him here in this first half. As we take a look at their stats, running the ball wise, 29 yards on 14 carries there for Bobby Rubio. He's done a lot of work here tonight, been the workhorse for them so far. He's had a bunch of carries already in that first half, but I mean, rightfully so. He has pounded through some defenders. Sadly, though, they did lose Reichel there in the first half after an injury. Put him out of the game, and he stayed out the rest of the first half. So losing part of that 1-2 punch there of Reichel and Rubio, that is tough. And we just hope and pray that Reichel is okay and somehow able to make his way back into this game. But we will have to wait and see. Cheerleaders and even some students Cupid shuffle down there at halftime, providing some halftime entertainment. But both teams in their respective end zones getting their words of strategy and encouragement here at halftime. And I think this second half is going to be a little bit different, just because I think East Central is going to work out some of those kinks that they had on offense and really get stuff to work in this second half. Taking a look at scores from around the area down at North Branch. Pequot Lakes is up over North Branch at half, 35-6. It was 14-6 at the end of the first, but Pequot Lakes has since run away with that one. And another game that's being run away with is Rush City. Bram is up at half over Rush City right now, 28-0. But Bram coming out with a lot of seniors here this year. who have been starters for some time, and a very potent run game, too. So those are a couple of scores from our local listening area. We will have more action tomorrow night here on WCMP as Pine City travels up to Grand Rapids, a team they don't normally play, but they will play here tomorrow night. I'll be on the call for that one. Stay tuned for that one. But in this one, the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars lead over the East Central Eagles 37-0. We'll take another commercial break to hear a word from our fine sponsors, and when we come back, we'll be set for the second half Kettle River Pizza kickoff here on WCMP. So another word from our fine sponsors, then the second half Kettle River Pizza kickoff when we come back. Of course, you're listening to high school football on 106.5 FM, AM 1350.
Everyone knows there are great places to play in northwestern Wisconsin. But did you know there are great places to work? Burnett Dairy Cooperative is just outside of Grantsburg, Wisconsin, and offers numerous career options with a wide variety of responsibilities, schedules, and growth opportunities. Some positions may include CDL driver, cheese production, and seasonal workers. Burnett Dairy Cooperative has competitive wages, 401k, profit sharing, and many other great benefits. Be part of our herd. Visit BurnettDairy.com and click on Careers.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit KettleRiverPizza.com to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today.
Joe and the gang at Roddy Motors say, "Go Mustangs!" Well, of course, he's got 2 boys on the varsity squad. He's born and raised in Mustang country, voted Reader's Choice Best Dealer in Kanabec County 2 years in a row. That's what you call a repeat champ. And he offers vehicles of all makes and models, can get you financed on site, and put you in your new vehicle before the Mustangs take on next week's opponent. When you need a quality new vehicle, make your way to Roddy Motors in Mora or visit roddymotors.com.
Fall flowers. I love them. I'm going to hang on to the gardening season as long as possible. Thanks to Beaver Meadow, I can. Right now, Beaver Meadow has a huge selection of mums in different colors and sizes. All fruit and shade trees, all shrubs, and perennials are 25% off, which works out perfectly because fall is a great time to plant trees. Thank you, Beaver Meadow. My place is going to look amazing. Beaver Meadow, just 1 exit south of Hinckley.
Hey, this is Rachel from Daggett and Hinckley. All week long, enjoy boneless top sirloin steaks, certified Angus beef, just $6.99 a pound while supplies last. Get sizzling and save big at Daggett's.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
Yeah, that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard right now reads Hinckley-Finlayson up over East Central 37-0 at halftime. At Embrace Orthodontics. Embrace Orthodontics, your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team at Embrace Orthodontics wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible with custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. You can find out more at embracemn.com. Both of these teams coming back out onto the field to get their warm-ups in. We've got that initial 12-minute break, and then we get another, I believe it's 3 here for the warm-ups. And then after that, we will be set for more action here in the high school football kickoff of Week 1 rivalry night as East Central hosting Hinckley-Finlayson here at Bruce Harding Field in Finlayson, Minnesota. Then down in Rush City, it's the Tigers hosting the Bombers of Bram. Bombers leading in that one at halftime again, 28-0 at halftime. And North Branch, thanks to Adam Hefty for the updates on that one. Down in North Branch, Joshua Miron, our morning show host on 100.9 FM. down PAing for the Vikings. Thanks to him for giving us updates from that game. It's a 35-6 deficit for North Branch. Right now we've got a couple more minutes before the second half. Kettle River Pizza kickoff. Brought to you by Kettle River Pizza in Ascove. Again, here in this first half, it was a tough one for East Central. But again, I think what they're going to talk about is the missed opportunities that they left out on the field there on offense. They had a couple of drives out of their 6. I'd say half of them had potential of being scoring drives, and they really got to learn to finish these drives. They made a couple of mistakes that shot themselves in the foot, a couple of penalties as well. But if they can correct those mistakes, I think they have found some weakness on that Hinckley-Finlayson defense that they can expose and that they can really run into this Hinckley-Finlayson defense and run through them. This offensive line for East Central has shown that they can overpower that Jaguar defensive line, and they got to do that here in the second half. I think if they want to have more success for Hinckley-Finlayson, well, you've got the formula. Just keep with it. No need to change anything right now. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, as the saying goes. We've got a minute before the second half Kettle River Pizza kickoff, so we'll take one more commercial break, and then we'll be back.
Today's WCMP deal of the day is the Country Store in Grantsburg. Get $10 towards your purchase for just $5. Get discounted food or even gas for your vehicle at the Country Store. Find this and other great deals at WCMPradio.com/deals.
Wellia Health is here to keep you feeling your best so you can enjoy all the things you love best. You can count on us for your eye exams, mental health services, rehabilitation, wellness exams, urgent care, and much more. At Wellia Health, our goal is to help you live life well. Let Wellia Health help you get back to your best. Give us a call today to set up an appointment. 320-679-1313. WelliaHealth.org.
Kettle River Pizza loves supporting all the local teams. And if your team is interested in fundraising, well, they've got you covered. Kettle River Pizza has years of experience in fundraising for local teams, organizations, and clubs, and they would like to help you too. With their experience and the fact that Kettle River Pizza is an easy sell, your fundraiser is bound to be a great success. Visit Kettle River Pizza online and click on their fundraising tab. Kettle River Pizza, a winner every time. Grab a few at your local convenience or grocery store for after the game.
Now, back to more live local sports action on WCMP.
WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350, WCMPradio.com, live with video. Just was informed that once the clock starts, it will not stop here in the second half. They will be running time here for half number 2. But with that, it is time for our second half Kettle River Pizza kickoff. Kettle River Pizza in Ascove. If your team is looking for an easy way to raise funds for your organization, visit KettleRiverPizza.com, the easiest and cheesiest way to fundraise. Pepperoni and sausage, chicken Alfredo, or the hot Hawaiian. Grab a handful of delicious Kettle River pizzas at your local grocery store or convenience store tonight. Kettle River pizzas are handcrafted right here in Ascove. Thanks to Kettle River Pizza for sponsoring the Kettle River Pizza kickoff here in this second half. East Central will make their way to the 40 to kick off. It is going to be Braden Olson. And back to return, Kirschmeyer and Lewis. Back to receive for Hinckley-Finlayson. Braden Olson will get set to kick it away. And here's the boot. This one's going to be caught at the 31-yard line by Hinckley-Finlayson, carrying up past the 35 to the 40, to the 45-50, 45-40 before he's wrapped up and taken down. He falls forward to about the 38-yard line, so a good return there for Hinckley-Finlayson, already in East Central territory at about the 39-yard line. That is where the Jaguars will take over on offense. 9 seconds have come off the clock. And again, once we start it, we won't stop here. Running time here to be for this second half. And there it goes. So ball will sit officially at the 38-yard line of East Central. Looks like we got a new quarterback out there. That's going to be number 3, Ty Westrom. They do have someone who ran off the field late. I think we're going to get a flag here on Hinckley-Finlayson. We will. They're going to get a false start penalty. So that'll push them back 5, and it'll be first down and 15 instead of the normal first and 10. It's a mistake here to start the second half for Hinckley-Finlayson. Again, new quarterback in is Ty Westrom. Wearing that number 3 jersey for Hinckley-Finlayson. Under center, Westrom, and he'll give it off up the right side. A nice carry there. He breaks off one defender, then falls forward to about the 20. We do have a flag down behind the line of scrimmage. And that carry there by Lewis. But it's going to come back as it is a holding call on Hinckley-Finlayson. So 2 straight penalties here to begin this second half for Hinckley-Finlayson. The first was a false start. The next one is holding. That'll push them back even further. It'll be first down and a mile. Again, running clock here on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. In the second half, Embrace Orthodontics, they'll do all the insurance heavy lifting for you. And if you don't have insurance, you can ask about financing options. They'll find a plan to fit your budget at embracemn.com. Officially a first down and 25 for the Jaguars. As Ty Westrom will bring his team to the line of scrimmage as the new quarterback. Westrom will hand it off up the middle. And the ball's on the ground. Still on the ground. It looks like East Central may have jumped on top of it. We'll find out, though. The carry there, I believe that was number 29, Hudson Bork. I believe that was Bork with the carry. Had a decent game, but he fumbled it. And East Central will recover at the 45-yard line on their own side of the 50. So East Central grabs a turnover. And it will be their first possession of the second half. And now we're going to get a whistle and a timeout called here by East Central. That'll be their first of the second half. So East Central will call the timeout with 9:20 to go in the third quarter on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Hinckley-Finlayson with a 37-0 lead over the Eagles here at Bruce Harding Field in Finlayson, Minnesota, the home of the East Central Eagles. Again, the East Central showed a lot of potential with their offense there in that first half. Just got to be disappointed. They left a lot out on the field there with those drives. They had a couple of negative plays that they just couldn't overcome. They did the one time with a nice screenplay, but since then, Hinckley-Finlayson has kind of found a way to get through and make some stops. But East Central has showed that promise with this offense, and if they can get things going, it can certainly be potent. They took, again, that first drive of the entire game. They took nearly 7 minutes off the clock with that first drive that they had on offense. And they went down deep into Hinckley-Finlayson territory, but could not come away with points. They will look to try and change their fortune here on this drive, their first of the second half, as they trail 37-0 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Olsen will line up under center. He's got a receiver to his left. 2 running backs in the backfield. Takes a snap, and he will give it off. And a whole pride of Jaguars are there to make this stop. And that is Robbie White on the carry. And no gain there for Robbie White. Same formation, except this time the receiver out to the right side for Olsen. Olsen takes the snap. Going to give it off again to White. White swarmed on and nowhere to go for him. He's going to be taken down for a loss of 1 that time, and it will make it 3rd down and long. 8.5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. So 3rd down and long here for East Central. We've seen them convert on long plays, whether it's 2nd down, 3rd down, and they can convert it on 4th as well. They will look to convert on this 3rd and 11. Hinckley-Finlayson showing some pressure. Braden Olsen with the give off to White, and he is taken down behind the line again at the 41. Loss of about 4 there that time for White, and that'll bring up 4th down. So 4th down and 14 for East Central with 7.5 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. Hinckley-Finlayson up 37-0. This time Braden Olsen will set up to punt. And back deep to receive, I believe, is Westrom. Nearly got Hinckley-Finlayson to jump. This punt is away, and it will bounce at the 42. It will roll past the 35 to about the 32-yard line. So a decent punt to change field position there from Braden Olsen. So that's where Hinckley-Finlayson will take over in their own territory at the 32-yard line. It's 37-0. Hinckley-Finlayson with the lead on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, the team at Embrace, believes the results of a remarkable orthodontic experience should last a lifetime. They'll keep your smile transformation where it needs to be with a lifelong retention program. Find out more at embracemn.com. Second possession here for Hinckley-Finlayson in this 3rd quarter. It's Ty Westrom under center. He's going to give it off on the left side. A quick carry. He's showing the speed. That is, I believe that is Lewis on the carry. Lewis making some defenders miss. He got a block at the end, but it is going to be a flag. I believe that's going to be a block in the back, and that should take it. So this play's going to come back. Illegal block in the back. There it is. So Hinckley-Finlayson scored on that play, but it's going to come nearly all the way back on the block in the back by Hinckley-Finlayson. So it looks like they will really spot the ball at about the 31 to 33. So they'll back it up. So it looks like a 10-yard penalty from where it was. So a ball will be spotted at the 33-yard line. So ball now at the East Central 33, 1st down. Westrom will keep it himself. He plows forward, breaks off one tackle, breaks off another, trying to carry a defender forward. Then he's swarmed upon at about the 30-yard line. Past the 30 to the 25. So a gain of 8 for Westrom. Second down, and we'll call it a long 2 under 5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Ty Westrom back under center, power T formation. He takes the snap, gives it off the left side to, that's number 12, that's Elijah Best. And Elijah Best will pick up the 1st down and then sub to about the 13-yard line of East Central. Gain of 10 there for Best. And now that puts us back in the Roddy Motors red zone. Roddy Motors in Mora. Roddy Motors can help you get into your next vehicle. They can even get you financed. Visit roddymotors.com today. Carry by Gabe Frederick. Gain of 7. Ball spotted at about the 7-yard line, and it'll be 2nd down and 2 now for the Jags. Westrum back under center, power T formation, takes the snap. He rolls out to his left. Don't know if it was a broken play or design QB keep, but either way, he is going to score. So Ty Westrum from 7 yards out gets the touchdown. That'll make it 43-0 in favor of the Jaguars on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. 3:18 to go here, 3rd quarter. Again, running clock for the remainder of the 2nd half. Ty Westrum and company will line up to go for 2. Westrum under center, takes the snap. He'll give it off to Best again, and Best into the end zone for the 2-point conversion to make it 45-0 in favor of the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with 3 locations in Pine City, Lynchburg, and Cambridge. EmbraceMN.com. 3:01 to go here in this 3rd quarter. Hinckley-Finlayson dominating here. East Central again trying to get this offense rolling, trying to get something out of a drive. They had some success in that first half with a couple of drives. Again, I'd say about half of them had that potential to go the distance, but a few plays they shot themselves in the foot and couldn't overcome it. And we'll try to do that here with this next possession. Jaguars make their way back out onto the field with the ball spotted at the 44 kickoff. East Central will get ready to return. Getting their final words of encouragement here from head coach Todd Lindstrom. And they slowly break that huddle and make their way onto the field to set up for the return. Braden Olson will be back there, along with White. So Olson and White back deep to return for East Central. And here's the boot. It'll be taken in by Olson. Braden Olson takes it up on the right side of the field, cuts it back towards the middle, and then outside, a little shimmy shake past the 35, near the 40. And we will see where they spot it officially at about the 39. So East Central will take over on their own 39-yard line with 2.5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. They trail 45-0, trying to get their first points on the board of the season. Again, this offense has showed its promise. Just got to finish a drive. A little bit of confusion. And now they're set. Olson under center. Receiver out to his left. Olson will take the snap, and he'll give it off to White. White up the middle, cuts back towards that middle of the field. Then he's taken down at about the 41, 42-yard line. Gain of 2. 2nd down and 8 as we go under 2 minutes to play in the 3rd. Olson giving the play to his offense in the huddle. Center breaks, gets to the line, and here comes the rest of them. Olson under center, 2 backs behind him in the I form. Receiver out left. Olsen takes the snap, gives it off to White again. White cuts it out to the right side, uses a burst, and then he is taken down. And it'll be a gain of about a yard or so. Looks like it'll be 3rd and 5, so we'll give him another 3 on that one. White showed a nice burst there of speed to cut it up after he went out to the right. He planted his foot in the ground, cut it up, but after that burst, Hinckley-Finlayson was able to gang tackle him down. And it'll bring up 3rd down and medium. Same formation as before for Olsen. Braden Olsen takes the snap. Give to White again. White makes a defender miss in the backfield, gets it past the 45 before he's taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 2, but it's not going to be enough for a first, and that'll bring up 4th down. And still medium to go with under 30 seconds to play in the 3rd. And looks like they may let this one go to the 4th. They will. So we will switch sides of the field here and get ready for the 4th and final quarter of action here on opening night of high school football here for the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars and East Central Eagles. Hinckley-Finlayson leads 5-0 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, their doctors are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. Start today at embracemn.com. We'll be back after a word from our fine sponsors. You're listening to football here on WCMP.
Fall flowers. I love them. I'm going to hang on to the gardening season as long as possible. Thanks to Beaver Meadow, I can. Right now, Beaver Meadow has a huge selection of mums in different colors and sizes. All fruit and shade trees, all shrubs, and perennials are 25% off, which works out perfectly because fall is a great time to plant trees. Thank you, Beaver Meadow. My place is going to look amazing. Beaver Meadow, just one exit south of Hinckley.
Hey, this is Rachel from Daggett and Hinckley. All week long, enjoy boneless top sirloin steaks, certified Angus beef, just $6.99 a pound while supplies last. Get sizzling and save big at Daggett's.
106.5 FM AM 1350. Ethan Game Day Gilman bringing you all the action here, as well as WCMPradio.com live with video. Taking a look at the halftime score of the Gopher game. Gophers lead 3-0. A slim halftime lead for the Gophers. Not what I would have expected from that game. A 3-0 lead. I mean, we'll take the lead, but not what I would have expected. Either way, back to our game. 4th down and about 3. Olsen looking to convert. They've converted a few here tonight. They'll look to convert another one. Olsen under center, wide receiver out to his left, and we're going to get a flag. Hinckley-Finlayson did. Oh, they are going to get Hinckley-Finlayson. So Hinckley-Finlayson is called for the penalty. They're going to say that Hinckley-Finlayson caused East Central to jump. That'll be the 5th penalty on the evening for Hinckley-Finlayson. And it'll be a free 1st down for East Central. 5 yards will give them 2 more than what they needed on 4th. And as a coach, you got to be frustrated with that. You don't want your team to give up a free 1st down on a 4th like that if you're Hinckley-Finlayson. But if you're East Central, you'll take it and you'll look to make a drive out of this and try and get into the end zone here before the night is over. Olsen under center. Receiver out wide to his left. 2 backs in the I formation. Olsen takes the snap. He'll give it off to White. White off the right side of the line. And a group of Jaguar defenders there to stop him at the 45. Gain of about 3 there for White. 2nd down and 7 now for East Central. Braden Olsen will get the call from head coach Todd Lindstrom. And he'll bring it into the offense huddle. Olsen and company to the line. Receiver out wide to the right now. Bottom of the screen. Olsen under center. Takes the snap. Hands it off to the left side to White. And White is clobbered in the backfield. That time by that is number 54, and that is George Watrin on the stop. It's going to be a loss of, call it 4. White gets stopped by Watrin, and it's going to be 3rd down and 11. Watrin came in seemingly untouched. Snuck through there to take the runner back for a loss of 4. Bram is up over Rush City after 3, 42-0. So Bram taking it to Rush City right now. Again, last time those two played, Rush City won. So Bram got a little bit of edge to him after that. Olsen, receiver out wide to the left. Olsen fumbled the snap, but he picks it up. He's rolling out to his left. He's looking for a man out there. Oh, and it is just underthrown. Receiver tried to make an adjustment to the ball. That was Simon Eklund. Eklund did a good job of realizing where the ball was going, but then the defender, I don't know if he got a hold of him or if he just fell, but Eklund couldn't get back around him. And he was kind of looking like, hey, why wasn't there a flag? But I think that one more or less was incidental. But either way, that's got to be frustrating there for Eklund. So he thought he had a chance. He really did have a chance at that ball, but unfortunately the defender in the way. Under 9 minutes to go on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. Olsen will get set to punt it away. Hinckley-Finlayson just now gets a man back to return. And here's the punt from Olsen. It's a good punt. It'll be taken in at the 25, and that's where he's clobbered and swallowed up by East Central. You can hear the crowd get into that one. That's a big play there for East Central. They push him back about 3 yards. Now forward progress is going to stop him at the 25, but great special teams play there from East Central. And Hinckley-Finlayson will take over at their own 25-yard line. Just under 8.5 to go here in the game. That's a great stop by that special teams unit. A really good punt, too, from Olsen. Got a lot of hang time under that one. Forced the returner to kind of second-guess himself. He was looking. He thought he had some room, but East Central down there in a hurry and made the stop. No gain on the return. So Hinckley-Finlayson back out on offense. Ty Westrom and company. Now we've got a new quarterback. Number 10, Blake Carter. Blake Carter will hand it off up the middle, and that's number 22. He lost it. No, not number 22. I can't see it right. 28, I apologize. That's 28, Hayden Holloway. Holloway, did he fumble it? He did, and it's East Central ball. Holloway with the fumble. East Central with the recovery. That's the second turnover here for Hinckley-Finlayson in the second half, and now East Central will take over with excellent field position on their own on the Hinckley-Finlayson 31-yard line with just under 8 minutes to go here on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. East Central looking to get their first points of the season. That'd be huge for them to score before this one reach all zeros. Braden Olsen under center. Wide receiver out wide to the left. Olsen takes the snap, gives it up the middle here to the running back. That is number 27, Shiloh Habdas, with the carry. Carry of about 3-4 yards. We'll give him 4. So we'll make it 2nd down and 7 with under 7.5 to go now. Braden Olsen under center, receiver out wide to the right. Olsen takes the snap. He'll give it up to Habdas again, but he is absolutely swallowed up right near that line of scrimmage. And chain gang moving the wrong way. I don't know why they... Oh, did they say he fumbled? So they're going to say he fumbled the ball. So I guess the Habdas fumbled it. And now we got a timeout by Hinckley-Finlayson. So Habdas moved it to the 25 and then No one up here saw a fumble. Interesting. Apparently it's going to be Hinckley-Finlayson ball at their own 25-yard line with 6:41 to go. They call a timeout. 6:41 to go. Jaguars lead 45-0 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, they'll leave you with a smile you'll embrace forever. And your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team at Embrace Orthodontics wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible with custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. Find out more at embracemn.com. That's EMBRACEMN.com. So again, a turnover that no one saw. It's going to give Hinckley-Finlayson the ball at their own 25-yard line with 6:41 to go. Again, the new quarterback for them is number 10, Blake Carter. So timeout wrapping up. Both teams back out onto the field. So it is confirmed that Minnesota is up 3-0 at half over the Cornhuskers. They just started that third quarter. Nebraska gets the kick, and oh boy. I start watching, and it's bad news. They're going to return the opening kick to the Gophers 35. Meanwhile here, Hinckley-Finlayson with the ball on their own 25 will get moved back a yard to the 24. So not sure who had the carry, but they're going to lose one on the carry. Loss of a yard. Taken down in the 11 ball at the 24-yard line. Clock again running. 6:15 to go here in the game. Power T formation for Blake Carter. Carter takes a snap. Tries to hand it up off the outside, and that carry gets him back to the original line of scrimmage and about no more. Gain of 1, and it'll be 3rd down and 10. Okay, Frederick with the carry there. It'll be 1. 5.5 to go here in quarter number 4. Jaguars, Blake Carter up under center power T formation. Takes the snap. He'll give it up the middle. Running back trying to bounce it out to the left, and he is taken down in the backfield for a loss of a couple, and that'll bring up 4th down and long. A loss of about 3. Fourth down and 13, and we'll see what Hinckley-Finlayson decides to do here. Blake Carter and company getting the call in. And if I had to say, it looks like it'll be... And... Wow. Cornhuskers scored on a fluke. And the Jaguars will go for it. They'll get about a yard back on the carry, but it will not be good enough for a 1st down. And East Central will take over in, again, great field position. Looks like at the Hinckley-Finlayson 26-yard line. Nope, they'll spot it at the 24. So 24-yard line is where East Central will take over. 4:36 to go. They look for their first score of the game. So again, if you just heard me talk, now Nebraska leads over Minnesota 7-3. Start of the third quarter. Of course, I start watching. The Cornhuskers return a kick to the Gophers 35, and then a couple plays later, they score on a trick play, which should have probably been a turnover. Either way, Braden Olson up under center. Receiver out wide to the left. Olson takes the snap. He's going to give it off to White. White off the right side of the line, makes one defender miss, and then is taken down at the 21-yard line. Gain of 3. So 2nd down and 7 with 3:40 to go here in the final quarter. Olsen again under center. He's got a receiver out wide to the right. Eklund. Olsen, he'll look that way. He'll throw it up for Eklund. Eklund with the, he couldn't bring it down. He had it in his hands, but he couldn't bring it in, and it'll be incomplete. Now, if he catches that, there's a good chance he breaks off that tackle and finds himself in the end zone, but could not haul it in, and it'll be 3rd down and 7. That's a tough one. He might have lost his concentration at the last second with the defender closing in. That's a tough one there for Eklund. Olsen will line up under center again. He's got Eklund out wide to the right. Why not try it again? Olsen takes the snap. Going to give it off to White. White up the middle. Shimmy shakes past the 20 to the 19. He'll pick up 2, and it'll be 4th down and 5. So 4th down and 5 for East Central. 2.5 minutes to go in the game on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, they'll do all the insurance heavy lifting for you. And if you don't have insurance, you can ask about financing options. They'll find a plan to fit your budget at embraceamend.com. High formation here for Olsen. Wide receiver wide out to the left. It's Eklund. Olsen takes the snap. He'll toss it out to the right side to White. White, nowhere to go. The Jaguar defender does a good job to take him down from behind. That's number 54 again, George Watron. So it'll be a turnover on downs, and it will be Hinckley-Finlayson's turn. Try and do something with 2:05 to go here in the game. We'll see what they do here with so little time left. East Central does have 2 timeouts left, so they want to try and score those first points of the season. Scoring can really knock the rust off. I mean, it feels good to score, but especially in the first game, kind of takes the edge off your team. Hinckley-Finlayson and Blake Carr, or the quarterback, or Carter, excuse me, out there. Under 2 minutes to go now. They lead 45-0. And it looks like they will line up. Still power T formation. And they will run the ball out to the right side. Ball carrier taken down quickly at the line of scrimmage. Actually just behind, so a loss of 1. Loss of 1, 2nd and 11. Ball spotted at the 19. Under a minute and a half to go.
That's an extra $1. I thought you meant me.
Hinckley-Finlayson will break the huddle, and we might just see a kneel down here with a minute left. No, they will run the ball out to the right side, and the quarterback Carter keeps it. Gets up to about the 26-yard line. Gain of 7. Third down and 4 with 40 seconds to go. And I'll be interested to see what Hinckley-Finlayson does here with the lead. I'd be surprised if they knelt it, but they just ran it on the last play, so we might see them try and run this final play. Carter with the snap, and he will keep it again. Makes one defender miss, makes another one miss to the 30, 35, 40, and taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 17. And that should be it. With 5 seconds to go, that will be our final. And the Jaguars will come away with the victory here this evening over East Central, 45-0 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, the team at Embrace, believes the results of a remarkable orthodontic experience should last a lifetime. They'll keep your smile transformation where it needs to be with a lifelong retention program. EmbraceMN.com. So we will take a commercial break here. Word from our fine sponsors. Then we'll come back. We'll give you a recap of this game, let you know some of the scores from the other games. And then we'll wrap it up for tonight. And we have more football coming your way tomorrow. You're listening to High School Football.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
Today's WCMP deal of the day is the Country Store in Grantsburg. Get $10 towards your purchase for just $5. Get discounted food or even gas for your vehicle at the Country Store. Find this and other great deals at WCMPradio.com/deals.
Wellia Health is here to keep you feeling your best so you can enjoy all the things you love best. You can count on us for your eye exams, mental health services, rehabilitation, wellness exams, urgent care, and much more. At Wellia Health, our goal is to help you live life well. Let Wellia Health help you get back to your best. Give us a call today to set up an appointment. 320-679-1313. WelliaHealth.org.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a four-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available. Online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Back here on 106.5 FM, AM 1350 WCMP. Game Day Gilman here. The final here in Finlayson at Bruce Harding Field. The Jaguars get the victory 45-0 over East Central. Looking at the stats, Hinckley-Finlayson runs for over 200, nearly 250 yards. Their leading rusher was actually Griffin Steele, who only carried it twice but went for 99 yards. Then it was Zach Workman, who had 10 carries for 75 yards. And Workman had 2 touchdowns. Steele had 1. Another touchdown for Lewis and Westrom. And a touchdown pass from Trey Visser, who went 2 for 3 for 22 yards. And a couple of runs there for Carter at the end of the game. He had 24 total yards. Passing, they end the game with 5 penalties and 10 total drives here. 2 turnovers on the other side. 4 penalties for East Central. 2 turnovers. 9 total drives in this game. Their leading rusher was Bobby Rubio, 14 carries, 29 yards on the evening. They tried to pass a little bit. Braden Olson, he went 2 for 5 for 20 yards. 16-yard catch from Rubio on that 3rd down and long. Made it a 4th and manageable, but East Central, again, their offense had the potential here to score a couple of times. They just couldn't get it done. So unfortunately here for East Central, I think it's going to be talking about this week, a week of missed opportunities and a week of we left a lot out on the field. So for East Central, there's a lot of positives to look at, a lot of promise for this offense. But this will be a week of working back towards what they could have done here this evening. And hopefully next week they'll get back and be able to get into the scoring column for the first time. Again, scoring can really knock the rust off of a team, and it can really prove to be a momentum shifter for a team too. It lifts the mood for the team, and the attitude just turns another corner to help them on the year. So this East Central offense can be dangerous. We've seen it here tonight, and they will look to next week to try and prove that once again. The final here in this one, 45-0 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Again, in our other games, no update yet from Adam Hefty covering Bram versus Rush City there in Rush City. But if we do get one before we're done, I will make sure you get that. As for the North Branch game, again, we left off halftime 35-6. North Branch was trailing Pequot Lakes. They're in that one. No update from our very own Joshua Miron there in that one. But again, if we get one, we'll give it to you. And Nebraska still up over Minnesota 7-0. It's a 50-6 final there over in Rush City. Bram with the victory over the Rush City Tigers. 50-6. So Bram off to a hot start this year. 50-6 victory for the Bram Bombers. They're now 1-0 on the season, as is Hinckley-Finlayson. 0-1 are the Rush City Tigers and the East Central Eagles. So if you're East Central, again, your team showed a lot of promise, but you'll be looking to next week to try and prove that promise. And hopefully they can score again. Just talking about scoring in a game, I mean, it just proves to be a big boost for a team, and hopefully East Central is able to do that. Their offense, it showed its potential, and I think this offense can be potent. They'll just have to continue to try and improve here throughout this next week as they will work towards their next game here on Friday. And as we take a look at the schedule for East Central coming into, next Friday. If the computer wants to work, there we go. They will host Southridge coming up in 2 weeks on the 21st, and we'll be back for that one, so stay tuned. We'll be back here for that one where East Central will host Southridge a couple weeks from now on a Thursday, another Thursday night game for us as East Central will host Southridge. That'll be the next game we come here and broadcast for East Central. So join us back for that one. For Hinckley-Finlayson, they get the victory here tonight, 45-0. Move on to 1-0 on the young season. Again, kicking off the season here tonight in Finlayson. And Hinckley-Finlayson does get the victory. Their next game, not their next game, but their next home game anyways, will be next Friday against International Falls. That will be next Friday. That is their next game next Friday. Again, I want to thank all of our fine sponsors who sponsored tonight's broadcast. We can't do it without them, so thanks so much to all of our fine sponsors for sponsoring this broadcast. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be able to come out and broadcast any of these games. Thanks so much to you for tuning in here this evening. Appreciate you tuning in. And remember, tuning in to the morning shows on WCMP and KBEK, on WCMP at 7:45 and 8:45 for your local sports on 100.9 with Joshua Miron. And then on KBEK with Rock and Robin Riley at 7:30 and 8:30. That's when you can get your local sports update, as well as some regional sports. We'll talk regional sports as well. The final again on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, Hinckley-Finlayson 45, East Central 0. For WCMP, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Again, thanks so much for tuning in, and have a great rest of your night.